This video is about the new processes which the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations has introduced from the 2014 examination onwards, and instructors to apply them correctly. These instructions are meant specifically for candidates and supervising examiners, besides the conveners, principals of schools having examination centers, invigilators and inspectors. The question paper parcels are sent by the Council to the conveners well in advance. The conveners should then inform principals of schools having examination centers under the convenership to come and collect the question papers from them. The principal of the school or his or her deputy and the supervising examiner should collect the parcel containing the question paper packets for the center from the convener and take them directly to the bank for safe custody. In the bank, the question papers must be arranged according to the dates of the papers and placed in a steel cupboard with a double locking system. The cupboard must also have a copy of the timetable stuck on it for daily reference. In the examination center, the answer booklets and continuation booklets must be arranged according to serial number in a steel cupboard in the office of the head of the school, along with the attendance sheets, answer booklet envelopes and the form and circulars booklet. The steel cupboard in the school must have a hasp and staple fitted so that a padlock can also be used, apart from the normal lock of the cupboard. On the day of the examination, the supervising examiner and the head of the school or his or her deputy should go to the bank and collect the question papers for that day. The supervising examiner should then take the question paper packets to the principal's office. Here, he or she should take out the answer booklets and other stationery such as continuation booklets, attendance lists, answer script envelopes and the forms and circulars booklet from the cupboard with a double locking system and then proceed towards the examination hall. Supervising examiner must put the date, time and his or her signature on every answer booklet on the top OMR sheet and on the first inner page of the answer booklet used by the candidates during the examination each day prior to the commencement of the examination and on the continuation booklets during the examination. The serial number of the answer booklets taken out and used on each day of the examination must be recorded in the format given in the Forms and Circulars booklet, Examination Stationery Report. Candidates should be seated in the examination hall when the supervising examiner walks in. In the examination hall, the supervising examiner should write the timings of the examination, the subject and the paper on the blackboard. The answer booklets should be distributed to each candidate. For the ISC theory examination, all candidates should be seated in the examination hall by 1:30 p.m. 10 minutes time is to be given to candidates for filling up the top OMR sheet, followed by 15 minutes reading time for the question paper. Candidates will start writing at 2 p.m. The invigilators should distribute the answer booklets to the candidates, and the supervising examiner should explain the procedure for filling the necessary details in the top OMR sheet and the top sheet of the main answer booklet. Instructions for filling candidate OMR sheets. All entries or shadings on the OMR sheet must be made with a black ballpoint pen only. The candidate must write his or her name, subject and paper clearly in the space provided. Under the subject code column, the candidate must write in the boxes and shade the correct digits in the bubbles to indicate the right subject code number. The subject code numbers mentioned on the top OMR sheet must be used for reference. The candidate must write his or her correct unique identification number in the boxes provided for this purpose. and shade the corresponding number in the bubbles. The candidate must write and shade the date in the date, month and year format, as indicated in the date of examination column. Finally, the candidate must put his or her signature in the box indicating candidate's signature. Candidates should be instructed not to tamper with the sealed OMR sheets or detach them from the main answer booklet. They must also be told not to write or scribble any other information other than what is required on the top page of the OMR sheet of the main answer booklet. After completing the required details on the OMR sheet, the candidate should proceed to fill the required information on the first page of the answer booklet. The candidate must fill in the details in the box meant for the candidate. This includes name, unique identification number of the candidate, subject, paper, and sign. Before distributing the question paper, the supervising examiner should call one candidate and an invigilator to inspect the sealed question paper packet. Then, the question paper packet should be cut open and number of question papers verified. The question paper packet will also contain a sheet of stickers. This sticker sheet is to be removed for use later on. The question papers should then be distributed by the invigilators. The supervising examiner should bring to the candidate's notice the number of printed pages and the number of blank pages contained in the question paper. The supervising examiner should read aloud the instructions printed on the question paper. Candidates should then be asked to start writing at the stipulated time. If any candidate requires a continuation booklet, the same should be provided to the candidate. The required details on the continuation booklet should be filled up by both the candidate and the supervising examiner. On completion of the day's examination, the invigilators should collect the answer booklets from the candidates and hand them over to the supervising examiner. The supervising examiner is required to detach the top page of the OMR sheet of the main answer booklet along the perforated lines. The separated OMR sheets are then to be put into the envelopes specified for this purpose. The packing envelopes consist of a set of 2 envelopes stuck together. The 2 envelopes should not be separated under any circumstances. The bigger envelope is meant for the packing of answer booklets. The smaller envelope is meant for the packing of top OMR sheets of candidates and the supervising examiner's OMR sheet. A maximum of 45 answer booklets should be packed in one large envelope. The corresponding top OMR sheets of these answer booklets should be packed in the smaller envelope, which is glued to the larger envelope. All entries and shading of bubbles on the OMR sheet must be made with a black ballpoint pen only. The supervising examiner is required to fill up details regarding the time of examination, his or her unique identification number, subject code and paper, examination center code, and date of examination. Take the sticker sheet that has been enclosed along with the question papers. This sheet has sets of peelable stickers which are in pairs. From the pair of stickers, the supervising examiner must peel off the first sticker and paste it in the appropriate box on the supervising examiner's OMR sheet. The second sticker from the pair is to be pasted in the space provided on the answer booklet envelope. If, for instance, the answer booklets are put into 3 envelopes to be dispatched to the council, then 3 pairs of stickers are to be used in the corresponding places in the answer script envelope and the supervising examiner OMR sheet. Next, The supervising examiner should enter the number of answer booklets packed in each answer booklet envelope in the box provided for the purpose. This box is directly below the box for the sticker label. One set of stickers is meant to be used for packing a maximum of 45 answer booklets in one envelope. The supervising examiner must complete the required details on the envelope. Finally, the supervising examiner should fill in his or her name and signature in the appropriate space, indicating the same. The supervising examiner's completed OMR sheet should be enclosed in the same smaller envelope in which the candidate's top OMR sheets have been packed. The leftover stickers need to be cancelled and destroyed. The envelope must be packed according to the instructions given on the envelope. The supervising examiner must complete the required details on the envelope. The supervising examiner must sign the sealed answer booklet envelopes and the OMR booklet envelopes across the sealed area using a permanent black marker pen. All envelopes need to be packed and sealed in a cloth parcel and dispatched to the office of the council. ISC and center number must be mentioned on the top of the cloth parcel. For ISC, the parcel should be addressed to the Chief Executive and Secretary, Council for Indian School Certificate Examinations, P3536, Sector 6, Pushp Vihar, Saket, New Delhi 110017. The supervising examiner must hand over the sealed cloth parcels to the head of the school for onward dispatch to the council. For the ISC practical examination, all candidates should be seated in the laboratory by 8:30 a.m. 10 minutes time is to be given to candidates for filling up the top OMR sheet, followed by 15 minutes reading time for the question paper. Candidates should begin with the practical at 9 a.m. Instructions for the practicals are sent well before the examination, giving particulars of any apparatus, standard solutions and substances that will be required. These instructions are to be kept strictly confidential. The supervising examiner is at liberty to arrange for some candidates to begin with a particular question and for other candidates with another question. If the number of candidates at a center is very large, candidates may be divided into batches. All candidates waiting for the practical examination must be kept incommunicado with others to maintain confidentiality of the practical examinations, and they must be supervised by one invigilator. The supervising examiners must also submit a seating plan for each group of candidates appearing for the practical examination. The seating plan should not be enclosed in the answer booklet envelope under any circumstance. Some of the practical examinations include a questionnaire or report that must be completed by the supervising examiner. Supervising examiners will ensure that this is always enclosed with the answer booklets. Failure to do so will seriously delay the marking of the answer booklets. For further and complete details regarding conduct of examination, please refer to the latest edition, The Rules for the Conduct of Examination at a Center for the ICSE, ISC and CVE Examination booklet.